There are some sisters that never made it into the Loud House show, and they got deleted somehow. They never made it into the production. You guys gotta see this. Think you know everything about the Loud House? Well, today I got some surprising news for you. Did you know that some of the sisters in the Loud House are not actually all the sisters that were originally intended to be in the show?
But none of them are vampires, so what's the point?
The creator of the show, Chris Savino, wanted the show to be about rabbits. The original concept and pitch for the show would be a show about sisters being rabbits and bunnies and whatnot. However, he scrapped this idea. Unfortunately, he's been dismissed from Nickelodeon, as we all know, but the cartoon he made still goes on. So the first sister that was actually deleted from the Loud House is a character named Betty. In the episode White Hair, where all the characters in the show are rabbits, and Lincoln Loud hit his head so hard, I mean, dude, he literally went into a coma in the episode. He literally was unconscious the whole time. He dreamed the whole thing. But pretty much, he saw his sisters and he wondered what it would be like to have even more sisters than he already has. Like, that's crazy. I mean, how much brothers and sisters do we have? I mean, dude, I don't even have that much siblings, but Lincoln Loud has like a bajillion siblings, and it's crazy. When we look at this character, we can see her cargo pants, and it actually looks like this character has some sort of authority. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with this sister. And this is actually Lincoln's sister. Next on the list is Beverly. Beverly was originally supposed to be written into the show, and she doesn't really resemble any of the other characters except for her clothing, kind of looking like Luann's yellow, but I don't think it's enough of a comparison to say that she is her. The first colors that we see, of course, is pink and yellow.
Got all that? Sure? Great!
This character on the show seems pretty nice, seems pretty lovable, and look, she always has a smile on her face, which is actually pretty much a good personality trait. The sisters in the show resemble some of the sisters that we know in the real world. Lenny Loud is actually Blair. The rabbit that we saw is actually Lenny Loud. When we compare the two, we can obviously tell that they have the same clothing, the same shades, and the same, just same composure, the same design in a way, except for her head being a circle. And Lenny, her head is not a circle, dude. Her head is a human head. Now, this is a rabbit, and she's a human, but they're the same people. Dude, Lincoln was going crazy when he imagined all this stuff. I mean, Lincoln must have hit his head pretty hard. Let's see that clip again.
Check it, babe.
Brenda, one of the sisters that looks pretty mean, and she has red clothing on. Now, the color red means that someone's angry in cartoons. Usually when they boil up, it means that they're angry, and so Brenda is actually an angry character in the show, one of the angry sisters. Now, the creator of the show, Chris Savino, probably wanted to implement this in because we really don't have an angry character in the Loud House. I know that Lori and Lenny and sometimes everyone in the show gets angry, but primarily angry, anger being what's driving the character's personality. I guess he just decided to throw it out the show and just go with the sisters that we have. Before we go on, go ahead and click that subscribe button, guys. I forgot to say, click the subscribe button if you're new and click the notification bell to get notified on our videos. Now, you guys know the guitar. What does that mean? First off, that's an acoustic guitar, not an electric guitar. And Luna Loud usually plays her electric guitar, but I bet you she can play acoustic too. But this is actually Luna, dude. No one in the family can play music. I mean, they can sing, they can dance, but they don't really play music like Luna Loud. And we obviously know that that purple on Barbara is symbolizing the purple on Luna. It's cool that we can see these comparisons with some of the characters that we know. But what about the characters that are missing? We only touched on a few of them. Let's go back and see. Oh! This one is a character that, meditates a lot and uses her chakra to focus her points and channel all her energy into what she's feeling. This is a character that was supposed to be in the show, but they decided to remove it for some reason. Maybe because it didn't really make sense as a kid's cartoon to talk about chakra and yoga and all these other stuff, and it really didn't, most people can't really relate to that, at least at this age. I don't know what they were, why they removed her, but we can see that she has kind of a headband with flowers on it, and some of the characters in the Loud House actually have flowers on their clothing. I think it was Luann or Luna, or no, not Luna. I think it was Lenny or one of them. They actually have flowers. When you take a look at their symbols, there is flowers, but this character is on its own and it was never released in the show. Question of the day: how many sisters and brothers do you guys have? Type down below in the comment section hashtag the Loud House 4, hashtag the Loud House 3. Lincoln has too much, it's overwhelming, and the most people I've seen with kids is at least 6. Like, that's the most I've seen. I've never really seen 12, 20, 30. Rabbits repopulate pretty fast. Bebe, one of the characters on this show, this really does remind me of Luann. And it's very, very strange that, we were just talking about the flower and the emblems. Well, if you look at her shirt, she has kind of a flower thing, on it. So what does that actually mean? I mean, I think it would be her, except for the fact that she has a clown nose, like It, the clown. Scary clowns, dude. She literally dude, look at Bebe. She literally looks like It, the clown. This is scary.
There's no such thing as the heart.
This is very freaking. Bailey is one of the characters that actually looks like a boy in a way, except for the fact that she has eyelashes, so therefore she's not a boy. But actually, this is Lynn Loud. Did you actually know that? Lynn Loud is in this episode. Look at the red, and actually Lynn Loud actually acts like a tomboy some of the times. So, it can be, it's not that hard to, see the not difference or whatever you want to say. Bethany is one of the characters that seems to like math and science. However, this is not actually Lisa. I know that sounds hard to believe, but this actually really is not Lisa because she doesn't even have the clothing of Lisa. This is one of the sisters that Chris Savino, or the creator of the show, wanted to put into the show, but decided to remove her for some reason. Maybe because she would come in contrast with Lisa Loud. And two of these characters battling each other with being science and math, it really wouldn't make any sense and it would be too much for us to handle. Bertha is one of the athletic characters in the show. Whenever someone wears orange, that literally means that they're down to, they're down for business. I mean, they are running track. How many guys are in track? I mean, running, racing, that's really cool and it's a lot of exercise. But some people are just gifted and they can run super fast just like that. But yes, basketball is even referenced in this because the color orange is the color of a basketball usually. So this rabbit knows what she's doing. Or sister. This sister never made it onto the show. I mean, how many of these did he delete? All these sisters that could have been in the Loud House. Dude, how many of you guys actually remember all the names of the sisters in the Loud House? I'm not talking about the deleted ones in this video. I'm talking about just the regular show. All those sisters, do you remember all their names? Because that's a lot of people in this show. And if you do remember all the names, you better add 20 more on the list if this ever happens. Brooke, one of the crazy sisters. Look at her. She looks like a psycho, dude. She looks crazy. I mean, dude, could this be Lily? Nah, it's not Lily. This is actually one of the sisters that never made it in again. If you actually notice, all the noses are pink, which is pretty strange, but yes, she's a paranoid rabbit who panics at the craziest things. Now, if she gets any little thing that happens to Brooke, will take her off. I mean, she would go crazy in an instant if anything goes wrong. Something goes wrong with her. Thank you guys for watching this video. Guys, big announcement later this week, maybe in 1 to 2 days. I'm dropping a big video. It's very important. You guys need to watch that video. It's coming out this week, and it's gonna be awesome. See you guys later.